Welcome back to Blackboard English Grammar. Today's lesson is about possessives. And of course, we'll do a quick review before we talk about possessives today. We know a noun phrase can be introduced by a determiner phrase. We know the determiner phrase has three positions: predeterminers, central determiners, and post-determiners. Multipliers and the distributive determiner both are in the predeterminer position. Articles a, and the, and the distributive determiners each, every, either, and neither are in the central determiner position. Ordinal adjectives and cardinal adjectives are in the post-determiner position. Now, definite determiners tell you that we know what noun we have in mind. It's a specific noun. We've talked about the definite article the, and we've talked about distributive determiners. Today, we're going to talk about possessives. Possessives. Well, possessive pronouns are going to replace the entire noun phrase. They cannot function as determiners. Possessive determiners and possessive nouns are going to modify a noun. Possessive nouns. The possessive noun tells who owns the noun. Possessive nouns function as a determiner. So we're going to turn nouns into possessive nouns. So if you have a singular noun and you're going to turn it into a possessive noun, we're going to add apostrophe s. When that singular noun ends in s, we're still going to add apostrophe s. Now, when you have plural nouns and it ends in s, you're going to just add apostrophe behind it. When you have irregular nouns, so they're not going to end in s or es, we're going to add apostrophe s. Now, for inanimate objects, we're going to put them in a phrase. So the knowledge of science is what we have. To show whose knowledge to show who owns the science, we're going to put it in a prepositional phrase. So the knowledge of science, we're going to explain where it's from by a prepositional phrase. Now let's look at a very strange occurrence. You have a possessive noun possessing a possessive noun. Adam's wife's name is Heather. Very interesting. Possessive determiners. Possessive determiners, also known as possessive adjectives, modify a noun which tells who the noun belongs to. Now let's explore what the possessive determiners are. My, your, his, her, its, are, your, their. Let's take a closer look at possessive determiners. My daughter loves her dad. My is modifying daughter. Her is modifying dad. My daughter's name is Gabrielle. So we have a possessive determiner plus a possessive noun, and they're both modifying name. Your daughter's key is lost. So we are modifying key with a possessive determiner and a possessive noun. Now let's look at possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, and theirs. Possessive pronouns. Well, possessive pronouns have two special features at the same time. Show ownership, determiner style, and just like other pronouns, it replaces a noun phrase. I have a book. Now, I have a book is going to be I have it. So a book was replaced with a personal pronoun in objective case, it. Now, I have my book. Now we have my, a possessive determiner modifying book. My book can be replaced with a possessive pronoun, mine. So let's look at this another way. I have a book. So I'm in ownership right now, in possession of a book. I have my book. That means I have a book that I own. And I have it. It's the same meaning as I have a book. I'm currently having or possessing whatever it is. I have mine. So I'm currently possessing something I have. It's mine. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. It is time to add possessives to our determiner phrase. Now, possessives. You can have a possessive determiner and a possessive noun in the same phrase. And here's the example. I order double my wife's first order. So I have 4 determiners in this determiner phrase. My wife's are both taking up the central position. Let's look at some more crazy examples. Some predeterminers and central determiners can function as pronouns. There are 2 arguments linguists use to explain why this can happen. Argument 1. The noun is ellipted, omitted, known, but invisible. The determiner does not function as a pronoun. Example. Mark's woodwork. Mark's computer would work. Computer is omitted. Argument 2. Determiners can function as pronouns. So I like to think of them as pronoun-ish. It's not a word, but it works for me and my daughter. Either way, you look at the why, the results are the same. Another example. The parents' kids look extremely upset. Did you notice that the and parents are both central determiners? I'm noticing that possessive nouns that are not proper possessive nouns can have the article the in front. And for the most part, they should, because we talked about when to use a, and the. So why can I cannot use a and an in front of parents for 2 reasons. This is an indefinite article next to a definite article. There's 2 messages conflicting with each other. So I cannot use a or an. I have to use the. And remember, a and an has to be in front of a singular noun. So it would be kid, not kids. But I cannot have an indefinite article and a definite article in the same determiner phrase. It's going to be the. So we're going to start looking at conflicts if you're going to have co-occurrences with determiners. And we need to point them out so you know when to use a particular determiner and when not to. Let's evaluate some sentences together. My daughter's name is Gabrielle. My daughter's name is the noun phrase and subject of the sentence. My daughter is the determiner phrase. My is a determiner, a definite determiner, and a possessive determiner. Daughters is a determiner, a definite determiner, and a possessive noun. Name is a noun, abstract noun, countable noun, singular, and a common noun. You might disagree with me that name is abstract, and you might consider it concrete. I cannot really see a name or hear a name. Well, I can hear a name if you say it out loud. But I might consider this abstract. You might consider it concrete. Noun is Gabrielle, a verb phrase and the predicate of the sentence. Now is a verb, a stated verb, intensive verb. Gabrielle is a predicate noun, a concrete noun, a countable noun, a singular noun, and a proper noun. Your daughter's key is green and blue. Your daughter's key is a noun phrase and the subject of the sentence. Your daughter is the determiner phrase. Your is a determiner, a definite determiner, possessive determiner. Daughters, determiner, definite determiner, possessive noun. Key, noun, concrete noun, countable noun, singular noun, and a common noun. Is green and blue is a verb phrase and the predicate of the sentence. Is a verb, stated verb, linking verb, intensive verb. Green and blue. Adjectives, predicate adjectives, coordinate adjectives, descriptive adjectives. And is a coordinating conjunction. It's a declarative sentence, so it ends with a period. Adam's wife's name is Heather. Adam's wife's name is a noun phrase and the subject of the sentence. Adam's wife's is a determiner phrase. Adam's is a determiner, a definite determiner, and a possessive noun. Wife's, determiner, definite determiner, and a possessive noun. Name. Name is a noun, an abstract noun, a countable noun, a singular noun, and a common noun. Is Heather is the verb phrase and the predicate of the sentence. Is is a verb, a stative verb, a linking verb, intensive verb. Heather is a predicate nominative, also known as predicate noun, a concrete noun, a countable noun, a singular noun, and a proper noun. As this is a declarative sentence, so it ends with a period. I have yours. Now, I is a personal pronoun in subjective case and also the subject of the sentence. Have yours is the verb phrase and the predicate of the sentence. Have is a verb, a stative verb, extensive verb. Remember, stative verbs that are extensive, they're also transitive, and I usually don't say that per se for stative verbs because stative verbs that are extensive are transitive. They do not have an option of being intransitive. Now, yours. Yours is a pronoun, possessive pronoun, which is the direct object in this sentence. It's that lovely time to take some notes and do some practice. Some of these notes are a little repetitive, so the ones that you've already written down, you don't have to rewrite. And I apologize that these notes are a little bit longer than usual, but go ahead and pause the video to write. Draw boxes around the different types of phrases and use a different color for each type of phrase. Classify the words in the sentences. Mark's brain malfunctions constantly. So you're going to have to add one more box in this sentence, and then you're going to classify the words in the sentence. My large green boat holds 5 people. His iPad performs his daily task. She has yours. Write one sentence with a possessive determiner, one sentence with a possessive noun, and one sentence with a possessive pronoun. We have learned so many wonderful things. If you need a review, go ahead and replay an old video. Here are some more lessons we have covered. In our next lesson, lesson 27, we're going to learn about demonstrative pronouns. See you there. Bye.